1. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hotel Dropouts. Today I'll be joined by Bernard and Dan. Once again, this is a much awaited reunion, and today we'll just be catching up. And well, I don't know, Bernard's been through something, and I've been through some stuff. So there's a lot of rant incoming. So brace yourselves. If you like our content, we're also on Spotify. Leave a comment or a like or what have you. So let's begin. How has
Hello, everyone.
how's your week been?
Hello. My
Well,
week?
my week.
Let's start with Dan.
Let's. My week was very good. I have a gap between work, so I could do some things that I wanted to do for a long time. Mainly, I was playing around with ChatGPT and I was trying to use it for coding, and it was pretty good. Then yesterday, I was supposed to meet with my friends and we were going to watch a movie, but all of a sudden, I got sick. I have this cough a little bit and I had a fever yesterday, so that kind of ruined the weekend. Hopefully I will get over this fast because I should have some work to do on the next week, but otherwise it was a pretty normal day. I mean week.
There's a slippery slope when it comes to ChatGPT. My roommate in the UK started out kind of just he would use ChatGPT for coding. Then it becomes him talking to ChatGPT, and then it's so weird, because it's when you use the speech function, it's oddly human. It has the pauses, the intonations and whatnot. And I've seen a lot of parents here, instead of practicing English with their kids, they force them to use GPT. And then you see a bunch of kids in a restaurant and they're just talking to ChatGPT.
Interesting. That's actually a good way to use it.
Well, we have kids and there are kids asking. So a lot of kids have really good English, surprisingly so, because they could just speak to the machine, but they're asking them questions like, what is Riz? Like all these new age.
They're young.
terms. Yeah.
They're supposed to know this.
But I don't know.
What do you mean they're asking? And the ChatGPT is all in sassy mode, and it's something you don't have.
But you could manipulate it, and not manipulate, but it's built to. South Park made an episode to make fun of it, right? Because it's meant to agree with you. It's meant to build on top of the things you ask it to say. And then there are these videos of people just being complete maniacs. They go from simple business ideas to really crazy things. But yeah, do you guys talk to ChatGPT, or do you just type?
No, I only type. I type in prompts, and I try to have a pretty long prompt so that it does a lot at the same time.
When you guys use it,
depends on what I use it for.
Are you polite?
I don't really use it a lot.
Yeah, I am.
A little bit.
No, there's apparently there's a study about this, what was it? The people who are polite about it are more susceptible to building a paranormal, like a parasocial relationship with it or something.
Oh no.
And then there are these people that are like me. I'm just completely rude. I'm just do this, do that.
Yeah. I've seen a video where there's this, if ChatGPT was a person, there's this guy sitting on the sofa watching TV, and then suddenly someone bursts into his house. He's like, "Make me essay now."
Yeah.
He's like, okay. Here it is. No, make it better, more human. Slaps him on the back.
Oh, that's a comedian on YouTube Shorts, I think. The young guy,
probably.
Right? My goodness. Yeah, that's how I talk to it. I'm like, because I would make a mistake in my Python code, and then I would just be like, fix it now. Fix it, but no, and I said, fix it, but do it differently. And then I would say, explain again. Oh my goodness, it's making me mad. But I don't know.
I've seen people. I've heard people asking his personal stuff, using it basically kind of like their own psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
For
oh,
therapy?
you just like triggered something. So I've seen I was on patrol once, right? And I seen this guy. He was probably on a date with this woman, and they were talking about something. I think they were talking about their futures together or something. And I remember this guy said like, yeah, so I asked ChatGPT about what I should do,
No way.
and it's saying, yes, no shit. And it's saying that I should be careful around women like you because they
What?
might be just after my money. And I'm like, what is this guy on? Did you literally just say that to her face? Like, holy shit.
I thought it'd be funny
I've
if
heard a story.
but imagine she was just like, "Oh no, you didn't," and then she pulls out her phone and then she brings out her version of GPT, and then they'll be like, "My version is
Yeah.
newer, so you should listen to that."
I've seen a video where this girl is talking to her friend and she's telling her a story about she was dating a guy and she decided she heard somewhere on the internet that people sometimes put like their whole conversation history into ChatGPT and ask it to analyze it.
Mm.
And so she did that, and ChatGPT thought that her messages are him, and he suggested to block him because he's abusive and like basically not a good person. And
Oh,
she was
Wow.
laughing because it's like ChatGPT suggested to block myself.
holy shit!
Well, is that
Well,
not a sign?
It's a
You know?
wake up call.
no, it speaks to a louder point in society, perhaps based on how like how vulnerable men could be, and how sometimes like women can be more potentially abusive, just because I don't know, like I don't know if abusive is the right word to say, but you know, you could be more free with your words because men are not as most average men are not as, you know, emotionally sensitive to the things you said.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Do you
like
believe that?
there are people like that because for example, like I have some friends who said to me that, "Hey, when you type, because I'm really mindless when I type or when I text, so I would say things, but then according to my friend, he read it completely differently, and he was really upset because he thought I was upset with him, and he was just like, why are you so mean to me?" Like something along those lines, and I was taken aback because what? When did I do that? I'm sorry. It's like so there are men that are you know more sensitive to that kind of stuff. But
Mm.
usually it's women that pick up on that. Like my female friends are very good at picking up on that. And then, you know, I've been called out a couple times. I guess in the moral
Yeah,
story, it really is more of a problem of me, I guess.
I would
I don't
say
know.
that
I feel like some guys like they are sensitive, but we've been considered or conditioned to like just keep it in, right? Like just don't give a
yeah.
shit about it.
Yeah, because
So how much of it is conditioning to be a man or the toxic masculinity shit? And how much of it is they really do not care?
I wonder. Because
You ever
I'm
thought
I
about
guess
that?
um, I guess
yeah.
it has what you call it. It has an effect for sure.
Mhm.
That's why I feel like a lot of men out there would be more willing to take um this is going to sound bad, but would be more willing to take more shit from their, you know, female partners, even when they appear to be mean on the text, even when they appear to be more controlling, you know, things like that. Because just because they can put
Abusive.
up, right? Yes, but that's only
Yeah.
because they're able to put up with it.
Well, are they able to put up with it, or do they feel like they don't have any other choice?
Yeah, they feel like they have to, right? They feel like they have to.
Yeah.
And what's worse is that a lot of times these men don't really have other men to confide in these types of stuff. Like because you could come across as a wimp, right? Like to other guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're a little bitch.
right? Yeah, this is less so for.
Right? No, it is though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like this is less of a like it depends on how masculine the society you live in and age has a lot to do with it. I feel like the older and the more mature you get, like So it's easier to have friends who are more understanding. But this is especially destructive to young men, where like these young men just don't feel like they could come out and say these things, so they often have to turn to their gay best friends, but they don't always have one. So we're in demand.
Yeah.
Are you self-plugging yourself?
Yeah. Please rent me.
But I agree. I feel like in many ways, also the desires of men are downplayed a lot. Sometimes our desires are labeled like childish, not mature.
Barbaric, brutish.
Did you
It's
just
like guys having a sex drive is bad, but women can having a sex drive. It's like
You
but
go,
it's
girl.
also bad because like sometimes you'd say, "Oh, you're a slut," blah blah blah, and for some of them you're like, "Oh, nice, that's hot." It's like, God damn it, society, make up your damn mind. But like, why do we even have to judge? Like, can't people just be themselves without being judged?
I guess
No.
human to judge and to gossip. This is how we are. This is how our societies
I mean,
function.
wasn't the argument that because men are physically stronger, so if you're like really horny and you're like really in the space of the woman, they feel a lot more threatened because they're physically incapable of fighting back. Whereas if a woman is forthcoming, is like really, in heat, okay, seeking male
Jeez.
partner, a man doesn't feel threatened by that. Like it's very difficult for a woman to like pin you down and do anything to you. And then there's also the
True.
risk of sex as well, right? Like women carry all the risk. Men don't necessarily carry. Oh, men don't get pregnant. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Pregnancy is dangerous.
But okay, going back to like
I've been
using
talking to my wife about this, and we
getting
came to the
pregnant.
conclusion that we must come to a society where we can have a child develop not in a woman's body, but in basically a artificial womb.
Womb. Yeah.
Wait, in
Makes
an
it easier
artificial
for
womb, in
everyone.
a surrogate, or in like a machine?
No,
No,
machine.
like why not a plastic bag or something, No, for real. Why not a plastic bag
like
or
a
something?
fish tank thing that stands by your water cooler. In the morning, you come in and like, oh, my baby, you're almost done. And then when it's time, you have this ping, like in a microwave.
No, you'll
It's
get
time
like
to
a
take it to the
notification on the
hospital.
app,
Time to cut it out.
and then the app tells you, "Oh, congratulations, you have an autistic son." And then you're like, "There's a button for abortion."
Yeah, but would you not be able to like diagnose that already from the start?
Probably, yeah. And then it's
Congratulations, the government is taking away your baby because our algorithms believe in 10 years you will be a maniac.
Oh, that's like Minority Report shit.
yeah. What do you think the dystopian version of this future could be? Like you give birth to a child, like you need to subscribe in order to keep it. Like pay a
Wow, no.
subscription fee. No,
Only
Talk about dystopian.
only people that are on the right side of the government get to have babies. I guess that would be.
isn't that kind of
Yeah.
what's already happening? Because like you need to be
Is it?
in like at least in like Taiwan has one of the lowest. I think Dan and I talked about this a couple weeks back. Like Taiwan
Yeah.
has one of the lowest fertility rate, like total fertility rate. What was it? I think 0.7. So like a woman throughout her
Oh, I don't remember
lifetime would
the
only
number.
have 0.7
For the
kids.
people who are more normal, no means zero.
Okay. Okay, T. All right. And so what you broke my train of thoughts. What was I gonna say?
You're gonna talk about how
right,
the
yeah.
right people are allowed to have children, and if you're not part of the right gang,
well, you need to be rich. So it's usually like the rich families here. A lot of their kids the more conservative ones, like especially in China as well, will encourage their daughters to have children around the age of 30 or
Babies.
at least before 30, right? But if you look at the world we live in now, a young Chinese woman in her 30s may have just finished school or have only worked a couple
Oh
of
my God.
years, right? Like it's a very big ask, especially if they're going into like PhD, if they're going into like advanced studies, they'll still be in school when they're 30 years old.
Whoa. What are they doing? Are they what do you call it? A doctor?
Yeah, like a PhD. So if you imagine if you do your bachelor's and then you go for an usually you would have internships here and there. So 1 or 2 years of
Why you not
internship.
doctor?
Talk to me when you doctor. You know, that scene from Family Guy. But oh
Yeah.
man,
Well,
it's
isn't that basically it?
I've heard that in Singapore a while ago, they had basically kind of what we were talking about right now. I don't remember. I think they even sterilized people. Like they incentivized to sterilize people that were deemed not good for society, and they would help a
Jesus
lot
Christ.
people that are like deemed good, like people with education, with a good income.
but that isn't that
Um,
doesn't make any sense though. Like because you want a diverse gene pool, don't you?
yeah, but
Do you?
I mean, I guess there's enough diversity.
Because if you go
There's
into
enough diversity as
eugenics,
it
like
is.
this is
It's not like
why.
only 10 families on the whole country
Oh,
could
okay, yeah, true.
could have babies.
Uh,
Well, I could be
Isn't it
wrong in some
that?
of the
Isn't
things,
that
but
eugenics?
yeah,
kind of, yeah,
eugenics.
basically.
Well, I
And isn't
guess
it bad? Wasn't it supposed to be bad?
is it? Has it been banned by
Did you
like
ask, is it supposed to now banned?
Isn't it? Yeah.
by the
I
Geneva
guess so, but
Convention?
they probably were walking on the edge of the laws because I don't
Uh-huh.
think you were actually forbidden to have children, but the government did their best that the people that they want to have children, and the people that they don't want to have children won't.
At what point does it become politicized though? Like at what point, oh, you're part of the other party, so fuck you. You don't get children.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because like
I don't know.
this whole sparked a very big conversation in a lot of Western nations. Like the idea that white children nowadays, like white kids that are around our age, in their mid-20s and the 30s, are not having kids, but the immigrants from refugee countries are having kids. So eventually,
Yeah, classic.
they'll become the majority, and they point to and it's kind of scary because they point to China, and then they made the sterilization of Uyghurs out to sound like a good policy because China allegedly, the CCP allegedly, sterilized them to prevent their population from booming too much.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
so they were like, oh,
Scary
we
stuff.
should be doing this as opposed to, I don't know, like we're all missing the mark, aren't we? Because we did have like a decade of good economy, of good society where you can have kids. People are encouraged to have kids, but those years are long gone. What's it like having kids in Switzerland?
I don't know. Probably expensive.
Like, is it very expensive in terms of like education and all the medical
Are there
expenses?
government
Yeah,
kindergartens or in schools, or is it all private?
I can't say, man.
Answer now.
I don't know. I didn't make research into this.
your passport has been revoked. You return to Indonesia now. No, but
What? Why
Goodbye.
Indonesia?
in any case, wait, we were talking
Ignored.
about ChatGPT, but have you guys ever thought about like if you were in a heated debate with your partners and like tell me if this is a dick move. Like you're in a debate with your partners and you can't really, it's come to a bottleneck.
It's a
You cannot.
stalemate.
Yeah, it's a stalemate, and then so you post your argument online to a Reddit called "Am I overreacting?" or like things along those lines, and then you ask the internet
Am
for
I the
help.
asshole?
Yeah, but why would you care about what other people think? It's your how it's more important how you feel about what your
No,
relationship. What?
other people's opinion is the most important. No, I'm just joking. But I think it makes sense when you want to,
Like
touch grass.
maybe
You want
You want to.
vindication.
When you want. Well, maybe that's a bad reason for it. But if you're really not, if you're really not sure who is right in the situation, then
right, yeah.
as opinion from the side is really useful, and maybe it's something sensitive, so you want to do it anonymously, so you
It
cannot
could be
really ask your
something
friends.
mild as well. Like it's nothing. It's not something so
She ate
catastrophic.
the last cookie.
Yeah. Or what was it? There was a very tricky question that I saw last time, but question like, oh, like a couple got into a fight because the girlfriend decided to give a homeless person money, and then but then the
50 cents.
guy said, hey, let's not do that. Let's buy him food instead, so we're sure that he doesn't use the money on drugs and stuff. Uh, so they
Mhm.
got into a fight like that, but then so the woman's the girlfriend's but like, oh, money he might be able to do other things, or maybe there are other services that he requires that would require cash. But yeah, arguments like these sometimes they're very, it's not.
Well, if she
Yeah.
gives her own money, then it's up to her what she wants to do with it, right? Why should he care? I mean, yeah,
Well, I think it's perfectly fine for him to speak out his concern. If
Mhm.
it's her money, and if they don't have like a shared bank account, then it's also perfectly fine for her to decide what to do with her money.
yeah.
And I mean,
And you can talk about something, and you can disagree with something, and you can just agree to disagree and call it that, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so then they posted online to ask people for their opinions,
I
and
don't
then
like
like,
giving homeless people money.
yeah, but then like some
I don't
people
like
would.
giving homeless people food.
No, but
Which one is worse?
but sometimes you find really good answers. Like there are people that commented down below. They're like, "Oh, I'm from this area and I know what they do with their money."
Oh,
So
I'm that homeless guy.
upvote.
I when I there was a couple of times where I gave money to homeless people because they come up to me and they ask for money, and like, are you going to use this money to buy alcohol? And he's like,
Of
well,
course not.
yeah. No, he's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, all right. And I give him 50
Yeah,
cents.
At least you're honest. Here you go.
Yeah. One time a guy approached me and I didn't have any cash. So I gave him, I think, a loaf of bread or something like that.
I mean, usually I don't give money to people anymore. I used to do in the past. The only time I give money is either when I really get good service in a restaurant and I'm actually happy with them, or when there's like a street performer playing music and I actually stop to listen or
Yeah.
stop to watch. Then I'll give money. But recently, whenever I see people like begging for money, like if I have food with me that I get, then I'll just ask like, "Well, I don't have money, but you want this?" And if they say yes, I'll give
mm,
it. If they say no, well, then I'll just walk away.
Yeah.
that makes
You
sense.
just come up to them like, eat this. You don't need money.
You
But
gotta.
I don't
Shove
know.
it
I
in your
don't.
mouth.
But I don't think it's a good idea to give money because I don't know how it is in other countries, but here there are places where you can go and you can sleep there, you can take a shower, you can eat. I really think that homelessness should be treated as a mental problem. Like they need mental help, first of all, because if tomorrow I become homeless, like I lose all my money, I lose my apartment, I won't stay on the street. I won't like dig in the trash. You know, I think people come to that because they're something like a lot of the times something really bad happened in their life that kind of like broken them mentally.
Lots of times
That's
it's
why.
addiction, no? It's
Yeah,
the
true, and or that as well. Well, it's basically something mental. It's not like they can't find a
Mm,
job or like they can't find food. They just have a problem that doesn't allow them to, accumulate the power of
mm,
will to perform daily tasks. So they're basically handicapped, but mentally.
I see. Yeah, there's some sense into that. Yeah, You guys want to hear a very embarrassing story of me and a homeless person?
Sure. I mean, only if you're free, only if you want to share it, right?
Okay.
No, share it anyways.
Oh, so when I was working in the States, I lived in but by the way, Dan, you came to that neighborhood, but did you, when you visited me, did you feel unsafe, like around
Yeah, I
the?
didn't. But
It
we
was.
were there during the day, so maybe
Oh,
that's what
okay.
helped.
I live very close to Little Haiti, so it's a bit of a rough neighborhood, and um I used to take, before I had a car, I used to take a bus, and then like you need to take multiple buses to get to the hotel. And I would always go with one of my colleagues, and he's this, he's the doorman, he's this hulking guy, very, very tall. And then like I would always go with him because I felt safe. And I felt like this is gonna sound a bit racist, but he's black, and then so I thought, being with him, because Little Haiti's very black.
It's
It's a very
black.
black neighborhood, and so I
Yeah.
thought going with him, I felt very safe, because the alternative was this German girl who's crazy. So I was like, okay, no, I'll go with him. And then there was always an underpass that we have to walk across when we get to the Miami Beach itself. And then there's always this homeless guy offering blowjobs, and then so his name, the colleague that I went with is called Jim, and he would always tell me, oh, okay, that's the guy who gives blowjob for money, and he charges like $25, which I thought was kind of expensive, but then he's like, oh, it's Miami Beach.
How does he know that he charges $25?
Because he would walk by them, and then the guy would just yell, "Hey, 25!"
And he just ask, "Hey, how much price for today? How much for today?"
No, okay. So he would always get
Getting
asked,
sus here.
but he would always get asked. So he would always get propositioned. He says, like, the homeless guy just kind of does. If you walk by him, he will yell at you. He would be like, "Yeah, do you want to blow away for 25, bro?" And then one time I wanted to get, I was craving Subway, so I during like lunch break, I walked past the
Sorry,
what?
You
One
were
time you said, one
craving
time
some suck?
I wanted to guess, I was craving, and I was like, oh no,
No,
oh my god.
no. I didn't. No, but apparently he has no teeth, so people are saying they were.
It's safe.
But okay, I went past. So as I went past him, and then he paused a bit when he looked at me, and he was like, 15 for blowy, and I was like, why is it cheaper for me? Then so I thought that, I was like, oh, the price went down. So I went back jokingly. I said to Jim's like, oh, the price went down. It's $15. And he was like, nah, bullshit, man. And then after work, we went past the.
That's not what I paid yesterday.
No, so after work, we went to the we went through the underpass again to catch another bus. I was with him, and then straight up, this homeless guy asked him again, hey, 25 for a blowy. And then I was like, wait, why is it 15 for me? So I asked Jim, and then he just said, like, because you got less dick.
That's what I thought.
That's so sad. What the hell? And
How does he know?
I don't know, because
how does he know you got less?
No, I feel like maybe he has a prize because Jim is this really tall guy, so you would expect him to be packing, and then so I don't know. Maybe it's just cheaper for me. Dude, I was so that you see, that's the racism we need to fight, man. I felt so offended.
But that people assume that you got a small schlong?
No, that he would offer me less money. Well, he would
Because
charge me
he has
less
to.
because
Yeah, but
smaller.
that's more economic for you, isn't it?
I guess so. I'm just it's annoying. I'm
should be
annoyed.
proud. You're
It's a good
practical.
thing, yeah. You're saving money. It's like when people complain, like, or when people say, like, oh, I need to drink so much before I get drunk, yeah. And it's like, yeah, but I can
Yeah.
save a lot more. I just need to drink a beer and I'm good, like.
I
Yeah,
guess so, man.
You guys need to pay a lot.
Wow.
Well, if to be serious, I understand why it can be offensive.
I get it too, but
It's
like,
nicer. It's nicer if you go pass by him and it's like, oh my god, like 40 for you, and you're like, yeah.
And then
I get it.
No,
it's
but
an ego shit, but like,
And then Jim joked to me, and he was just like, "Hey, let's get Sergio, let's get Sergio to go there." Who's like this middle Eastern European guy who's a busboy as well, but he's white. So he's like, "Oh, let's get him over there. Let's just see. Maybe it's $20. Like, is it in between? Like, does he charge by race? That's fucked up." Anyway,
They usually
Maybe.
checked it.
right. So wait, Benny, how was your week? We went from Dan's week to blowjobs at
To homeless
underpasses in
people
Miami Beach.
blowjobs.
Well, I'm not getting any blowjobs, that's for sure.
Oh shit.
It's been alright. I mean, I got home. I managed to sleep a little.
Who's
Because I
clicking?
didn't
I can
really
hear
get
that
much.
click. Are you clicking?
What?
I hear
What are you
double
talking
clicks. The guy, I hear somebody clicking twice on the mouse.
It's Bernard.
Oh, he's
It's
playing.
me.
He's playing one of those idle games. I can
Yeah.
just tell.
What? No.
Simulator game.
No. You are mistaken, my friend.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, but I've been having very short nights the last couple of days. Like, when just before I was able to go home, we had to stay at this place where it was quite cold, and because of the cold and because I drank too much, I had to go to the toilet quite a bit. When you drink too much beer, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there was that, and I kept having to wake up every couple of hours because of that, and it wasn't so nice. And then the next day, there was we had to wake up really early, so essentially you just get a couple of hours of sleep. And I don't know why they made us wait so late before we could go eat. It's like, why? Like, why can't you just let us go eat straight away
How late
at
was
like
late?
5 or 6?
Oh.
Yeah, we had to wait until like 9:30
Oh.
before we were allowed to go eat.
I get.
Yeah, I know.
I get temper tantrums like if I don't have my breakfast soon enough. Like I get mad.
Oh yeah. I remember I used to I never become angry whenever I'm hungry, but not so long ago I started to have that.
Dude, because when I was so annoyed when my dad would be grumpy if he couldn't get food on time, and now I'm starting to understand. Fucking hell.
Is it the age thing?
I guess so, yeah. Like your body just
Don't become the thing you hate, Jamie.
yeah. So I guess as a protest,
Don't become
just,
old.
I wish, man. So you got your breakfast at 9?
No, dinner at
9:30.
9:30.
Oh,
In the morning.
Yeah.
what?
So
I was
yeah,
joking
so
about the morning part.
no, it was night, and then we had to wake up no, we had to leave the place at 7. So I woke up at 6. So yeah, and then it was a really long day. One of the closer friends of mine had to witness me like having a pretty grumpy attitude. But not grumpy attitude, but like I was a bit more how to say,
Cranky.
cranky.
Oh, I can tell from.
Well, I wasn't cranky. I wouldn't say cranky. I would say more like, if there was, for
Unbearable.
example, we were at the burger place, and then there was this table. We were talking and stuff. It was all right, and then there was this table next to us. Suddenly became really loud, and I looked at them like, "What the fuck? Can you guys like tone it down a bit?" And then she was like, "Oh, damn, your eyes says it all." Or or I would be a bit, say, more direct with my statements and stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, without the diplomatic overlay.
Well, whoever had to
You're loud
endure
as
that,
fuck.
I
Can
know
you
how
shut
it
up?
feels. I mean, like sometimes I feel like
I don't remember Bernard cranky.
I remember him
I don't
cranky as well.
usually Oh, come on. Those were younger, different times.
There's something sexy about it, though. I have to say, there's something
Oh my
alluring
god.
about it. Like, not to me, but I could find like I could see that some women are into that. You know, like the kind of crankiness that it makes him very decisive and he's very straightforward. And it feels like you know what you want, and it's
Mm.
a big departure from the chill kind of Bernard. He's just like, oh, whatever's fine. You know, I'm good with anything, bro. That it's very different from that.
Is that so?
So I guess the contrast made it very sexy. It's like, oh wow, didn't know you have it in you.
I see.
Oh.
Okay, so you had your
All right.
breakfast, and then was this is in
What?
Switzerland? This is in
No,
Switzerland.
and
What
then
was dinner? Oh no.
that was what you. That's already the next day. That was the
Werner had
third
a
day.
dinner. He had to wake up
Yeah.
early. Loud people, were they in the morning during breakfast, or was that during the evening?
No, it was the dinner. And
The
then
dinner.
anyway, yeah, I would have liked to spend more time with my partner, but it was already super late, and I was so tired, and they wanted to go have drinks or something, but I already had way too much drinking,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna head home.
Oh,
But yeah, what? Why?
because you had to stop earlier.
But it's okay. I'll go see her today.
Yeah, it's all right.
Wait,
I didn't mean a lot by that.
you had to wake up
Oh, it's all
early,
right.
and then you were cranky the whole day, even until the evening, where the people the people at the table next to you were annoying to you.
What? What do you mean?
Like, how long were you cranky? Because you woke up early,
I
right?
wasn't that cranky. Like I would say I was a bit less.
Cooperative.
I would say I wasn't mean or anything. What I was just saying like
No,
I
but
wasn't
you're
all
mean
smiles and
usually.
shit. Yeah. What? I caught that. No, I was just trying to say I'm not all smiles and shit.
No.
Like yeah, I gave a mean side eye.
Speaking of politeness, like,
Chameleon.
do you guys know about the Gen Z stare?
No.
What?
So it's used to describe people usually in the service industry, or you know, at retail, and then you have these very self-entitled customers who are giving you trouble. They're asking you for too much for. They're trying to make you do more work than you were actually paid. So like, you know, if you're checking out at fucking Walmart or something, and then you know, there's this annoying client just like, oh, wants you to go through the whole coupon arithmetic, and you're just so tired. And then usually this is with Gen Z employees, and then they just stare at them. They're just like, you know, I don't want to deal with them.
Like, are you? No, I think it's more like, are you fucking serious right now? Kind of stare.
Well, I guess that's how they felt as well at the time. Like, are you kidding me right now? So my question is, like, do you guys think if we were to return to the hotel industry now, and you know, like you're paid like $14 an hour if you're in the States, like, do you think could you do that? Like, would you be able to just, you know, do to the same level as you were paid?
Think I would, but I guess it depends where I would work.
Because, you know, I felt like
I remember when I was working in the place where I had my internship, the people were very nice. Even if they
Oh.
asked extra stuff, I felt like I'm perfectly fine. I'm happy to do more.
fuck that.
Yeah, I guess it really
Also, it's called the
depends.
Gen Z is there. I like how many like things that already exist are called the Gen Z stuff.
Yeah.
And to be honest, here it's still like how old grandmas at the like the store checkout look at you if you ask too much.
It kind of feels like
So
that.
it's not a new thing.
Oh man, I don't know. Like when I was in Miami, a lot of people treated me. They talked to me the same way I talked to ChatGPT. Fucking hell, it was terrible.
Write me an essay. More human.
Make it more human.
No, man. But yeah, I wish I had the balls to, because because like in that you're kind of in this hospitality facade, and you're supposed to keep up appearances and stuff like that. So I never once kind of like thought about it and questioned that. Hey, I'm struggling to pay my bills. Why should I like, you know, just put up with this bullshit? Like, I could conserve a bit on my mental and social energy, had I the courage to be a bit more rude. And I just remembered every day I was just exhausted from being
Yeah,
so
but
nice.
hold on. There's this thing again. So yesterday, I received a statement going, "Life's hard. Be mean." It's like, no, what you don't. It doesn't have to be like that. What?
What do you mean by be mean?
Like
I
you be
agree.
a bitch, like to
What?
Be a
people.
little bitch.
Yeah, like you be mean to people.
I think you don't have to
And
be
I'm like,
mean. Be assertive, right? Like, I think assertive would be the right way.
I mean, be mean to mean people.
Yeah, true.
yeah,
Right,
for sure.
Do that. Yeah.
Don't be mean to everyone. Then you're a dick.
Yeah,
You're part of the problem if you're like that.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like maybe that's an overcorrection from, because if that thing was made for the American audience, and you have a lot of people in America who work for tips, and they often really have to go out of their way to kiss ass, right? So I feel like maybe it's an overcorrection of that, because they come from that kind of backdrop. So now they're like, just be a douchebag.
no, this was a Swiss girl saying that.
Yeah.
No, but Swiss people are already kind of mean, no?
Are they?
Oh shit! Wait! Oh my goodness! I need to moderate myself. No, but okay, no, I don't know about
Why do you think so?
not the Swiss
We came
Germans.
back to
Yeah, I don't know much about Swiss Germans, but the certainly like the Swiss French. Like when we're
for a very long time, we like our conversation. This is probably the longest we had a conversation for where we didn't insult a nation.
we needed a counter. Days since we last insulted a country. No, but
Minutes.
don't you guys feel it? Like, especially when we were in university, it felt like going to the shops nearby, and then people were just they're just very, I don't know. It's a very weird blend of like French slash Swiss kind of attitude. I don't know. Maybe mean is not the right word, but maybe they were just well taken care of. They just they have the money,
Nice.
they have good places to stay at, good quality of life, so they don't have to hustle as hard, I guess.
I don't remember this. Maybe I was living under a blissful rock or something, but like I don't remember that people were mean in particular or anything like that.
I remember a time there's some kind of celebration. We were gonna go to the lake, and I went shopping with one of the classmates to the supermarket in the shopping mall by the lake.
Yeah.
We asked for something, and then the guy just we asked for something, and then the guy just pointed to one of the aisles, and then we were still struggling. We're just like, okay, well, where it is, and then the guy was because we neither of us spoke French, and he just gestured, and he just pointed to his eyes, kind of indicating, just bitch, look, that kind of stuff.
You should have poked him in the eye.
Yeah, I should have.
And asked, "Is that
when
right?"
when he has his finger towards his eye, you just push his hand so he pokes himself.
No, but I should have done that. But he did that while he was walking away, because I was just like, oh, we couldn't find it. So he walked over and he pointed at the stuff, right? And was like, oh, okay, it's over
You should
here.
have said, "Oh, fuck you." And if he turns around, you can say, "Oh, you actually understand English."
Pizza or some shit like that.
But man, I felt I was shocked that day, because I've been spoiled by Asian hospitality.
Is the service in Taiwan really good?
Not so much nowadays. Like we have the classic Gen
Oh
Z
no.
stare as well. Like people are just like it used to be the case. So we have a lot of 7-Elevens. So if you want to gauge anything that's wrong with society, you just go to a convenience store. And it used to be that, people are helpful, and then they're usually very nice, very courteous to you. Um, and
Mm.
then they're very proactive. So like if you stand there looking confused near the printing machine, because we can do a lot of like administrative stuff at a 7-Eleven. And yeah, if you
Yeah.
look confused standing next to a printer, they'll be like, "Oh, do you need help?" But nowadays, if you do that, they just ignore you. You don't exist for them.
They tell you, can you stop standing there and go already?
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of my way.
Yeah, and then and then it used to be that you would hand them money and then they'll take it. But in certain parts in like in
Now they don't
Taipei,
take the money.
no, they go they want to go like the Japanese way. Like if you gestured to hand them money, they'll just look at you and then they'll look down to the tray on the desk. And it's just that, they won't even say anything. They'll just be like, "That's where you're supposed to put it," you know.
What? You put the money into the cash register yourself?
No. There's like a little tray for you to put down the money so they can check.
Ah,
You're not
But you don't
supposed
take
to.
the cash directly.
Yeah. But in my city, you can still do that. I think it's mostly of a Taipei thing, I guess. In Japan, they'll tell you, hey, they'll gesture. They'll be like, oh, you put the money here. But yeah, these people are not very well paid, and especially in the convenience stores, the hourly pay is so low. Like I don't blame them. I look at them, it's just like, put in even less effort, man. Like they're so overworked.
You look
it's
at them and
insane.
you're thinking, peasant.
No, I wish. Holy shit, I wish, man.
you tell them, why do you look at me like that, poor boy?
Oh man, classism is real though. Like I have seen how boomer employers treat their Gen Z employees, and then it's crazy.
Mm.
But okay, wait. You
Unbelievable.
you haven't finished on your week, Bernard?
That was it. And I
Oh.
came back last night, and then I had to wake up early again to bring people to the airport. And then I was gonna take a nap, but then I remembered, like, oh shit, we got to do this podcast.
Oh
So
no.
here we are.
No, you should go back,
We're
have a nap.
interrupting Bernard's nap.
After, but then I remember, I said I would play some games with Surgeon, so I'm gonna go do that.
Aw,
What are you guys playing now?
Arena Breakout Infinite.
Oh,
It's like a free game. It's pretty cool. I think
it's like Tarkov.
yeah.
there's like a viral game called Mega Bonks. I haven't had a chance to see it, but I might try. There's a big revival on single player games. I don't know why, but most of these survivor games, like roguelikes, are all single players.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
I would have thought people would enjoy, playing multiplayer.
Yeah, that's the only thing I play now.
Yeah, for me as well. Is this an age thing? Like, when's the
I
last
guess
time?
so.
Yeah, when's the last time you played like a single player game? Like
I'm playing one right now.
I can tell.
I played. I'm going to say maybe it was Half-Life Alex, which was a long time
Oh,
ago.
I can't believe I still haven't tried that.
Oh, you should.
And then
Do you
there's
have a VR headset?
I had one. I forgot who I gave it to, and I haven't asked them to give it back yet. But it's a very
Oh,
old one though.
Why are you
Like
giving?
because it's
why are you
very
giving your
old, and
stuff
then like
away?
no. It's the Vive. I forgot the model, but it's the cheapest one, and then it's just not great. Like it's the first gen of using infrared cameras, like as opposed to a base station. It just uses cameras to place you, and then it jitters all over the place. It's insane. But I wanted to return it, but apparently because it's a company purchase on a discount, so I couldn't. I guess it's fine.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys remember like how metaverse is going to be a whole thing? Like before the AI bubble, people are crazy about the metaverse, and look how far we've come. Nobody's
Really?
talking.
Were they crazy?
Nowhere.
No, yeah, we
don't think so. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly. Nobody's
the
talking about it.
I remember Facebook did really good with their Quest headsets. They're cheap, nice. The new one is pretty good as well,
Mm.
as far as I've heard.
Yeah, I always recommend people to
So,
buy them because it's the, you know, I call it the breakout model. It's when they're still trying to capture an audience before they can end shitify the service. So they often, you know, go out of their way to provide really good quality. And so some of these Quest headsets are really like, it's worth the money.
yeah,
Yeah, and then but now like it's nobody talks about it. Like there was a temporary revival during COVID where, you know, the stand-up comedians would host like, you know, virtual stand-up comedies in you know, like in what's the game?
What?
There's a VR game where you just, it's like a VR chat, right? You just host VR chats.
yeah,
And then
Yeah.
there was a whole hype about how, oh, people are going to buy virtual real estate and they're going to buy NFTs and stuff like that.
Oh, I remember that virtual real estate stuff. That's such a scam.
It is. Didn't somebody like spend
yeah.
$1 million to buy like a virtual land next to Akon, or I forgot which rapper? That's, yeah. It's like, where are we
Crazy.
now with those? Like, are they all deserted? It's ghost towns.
Probably.
I mean, it's
Scary stuff.
people actually buy that, pay for that. I don't know. It feels like,
Yeah, but like the whole point of talking about this is that back then the metaverse was a really big bubble. But was there any event where they bursted? I'm not sure. And the same thing is
I don't think so.
happening now with AI because, you know, with Trump's policies and whatnot, the dollars is not doing well, currencies in general are not doing well, and the a lot of people only see the AI bubble as like a good, like when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about like really rich investors, not the layman people. I'm talking about like organizations and industries. They put so much money into this AI bubble, and we still like it would take ChatGPT to have the full capacity to replace a human employee in any industry, just one. You know, we just need one industry where this kind of language model can replace human beings and be productive. Then it would be considered a success. But we still haven't had that. Hello?
And I don't think we'll have that anytime soon as well, if you ask
Yeah.
me.
And then, like, did you guys see like Deloitte, the biggest agency? One of our friends used to work for them. The Deloitte
what?
in DELOITTE. You know, the global consultancy firm.
I don't
No,
remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember that one, but I can understand what it is.
yeah. And so they provide research data. They provide a guidance on policy making because they have the statistics, they have the references, whatnot. And the Australian government just caught them providing like an AI written report, and there were just hallucinations all over the place. Like there were statistics and quotes that were just completely made up. And so
Oh,
like this is the
Yeah.
first, this is a big blow to them because like this is one of the first instances where, you know, these companies are trying to scale down on human labor and they just want machines to do
yeah.
it.
They what do you call it? Overestimated what they can do with the AI.
Yes,
Mm.
so yeah.
AI is not that powerful. It's really good when, I mean, in the case of coding, it's really nice because if it gives you code that doesn't work, you know straight away.
Yeah, there were still some like hallucinations. I remember maybe it was me. Like I asked questions in such a very very specific way where it gave me like in Python you can import things, right? And then you can use those functions. But it made up one. Like it gave me one that doesn't exist. That
Yeah, it happens like that.
yeah.
Sometimes it mixes languages for me. Sometimes it would do some things that are like you do them in C.
Oh, as well.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
and then that part doesn't work, but then you kind of just you can point it out and then it fixes it. Or you can just
Like
fix it
I
yourself.
noticed because I'm using PyCharm, and it does have a pretty decent AI built in. Like it when it does any corrections for you, it's very conservative, so it doesn't help you with that much, but it really pretty much just it helps you with repetition. Like if you're repeating things, and it helps you speed up things like that. But nothing much yet with code suggestions or like suggestions on edits. So
I really like ChatGPT when I'm doing coding because it basically finds code that somebody basically made before me for this specific problem and even adapts it. I suspect, and it's really useful. You don't have to look it up yourself. You just type in what you need and you get it.
yeah. I wonder, like, I cannot really yet think of an example of something that can, like, any industry, any job that can be entirely done by be it a large language model or a generative, AI with, with the noise, with image generation, that kind of stuff. I still don't have a job that is completely replaceable by these things. Like, we've seen warehouses starting to use, they call it AI as well, but it's such a, it's such an umbrella term. Like it's used to describe anything. Um, but yeah, no, I don't know if there's a job that can be completely replaced yet. Is there?
Probably not.
I
I was impressed recently by how well there are models that take pictures and create a 3D model from that very well.
Oh yeah, I think
yeah, I think more the graphics design and maybe video making,
yeah.
animation. I think
Looking
those
at
are in a higher risk
yeah, the
for
did
now.
you saw Sora, right? Like this the second one that has just come out. And
Yeah.
I think soon Google will release their latest a new Gemini, I think, that has apparently even better video generation um than Sora. But like it's crazy. Like we just if you go on Sora, like you've already seen people making stuff where Pikachu's like in a dash cam footage, these famous patented, trademarked characters just appear in these things. And I'm just wondering, how are they not sued to the heavens? Like, why is Capcom not suing them? Why isn't Marvel suing them? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, how is this possible?
Maybe
Interesting
it's
question.
because they just don't know about it yet.
Maybe they don't see a threat in it. Maybe they see something positive in it, like
But
You think so? I think it's
use their
more.
characters.
Most of the times, it's just neglect. People just don't like, especially the CEOs and stuff. They just don't know about it or don't care about it.
I mean, we've seen
Could be.
like companies like Nintendo that's super litigious, and they'll sue the shit out of you for any. Like, Power World has been sued to the heavens, right? Like, even when it's something as mild as like a very mild infraction, they'll sue you. And I
Yeah.
cannot imagine like the kind of infraction on the level of Sora. Like, you're not just appropriating their intellectual property, you have essentially build a tool that's capable of making even new stuff that is incongruent with the style of the intellectual property. Like, that's crazy. It's like another level. It's like stealing recipe as opposed to stealing the food.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I thought they would be sued. I thought OpenAI would be in so much trouble, but it seems that that's not the case now, and I think there's more people would join. So very soon, the new VO4, VO3, the new one VO4 is going to come out. This is really bad.
Also, video generation.
Yeah. It's getting pretty good, like, because it's motion pictures. People tend to spend less time to discern whether it's real or not, and sometimes it's very difficult as well.
Yeah.
But man, yeah.
Yes, some videos look really realistic.
Why do we?
Yeah, I mean, I remember the trick was to look at the fingers and the hands, and that the videos itself were
Mm,
generally pretty bad. But I think like these days, like it's pretty crazy. I mean, you could still kind of tell. There's this weird motion, but like for example, I've been getting a lot of ads on YouTube for
mm.
like military workouts, do military
No
workouts,
way.
or do 30-day Tai Chi. And they was always have this insanely buff guys, and
Mm.
there's always in like this interview format, or
Oh
there's
no.
this weird one where it's like, I challenge my husband to do Tai Chi military workout for 30 days.
Oh, yeah, yes. And the
I
street
don't know if you guys
interviews.
ever seen them.
I have seen a few. Like the most common are like street interviews, dash cams, security cameras. There are a lot of these babies on the front porch, and then they're being like usually there's a huge crocodile or a bear, and then there'll be a cat that comes in and save the day. Like that. That's most of the video content creation.
Like I know there's one where a lot of like just insanely crazy, like I don't even know why people made it, but
Mhm.
like there's this group of people in on a safari, and they saved like a random cheetah that's like coiled up in barbed wire and stuff like
Yes.
that, and they just and like one scene they're badly damaged, and the next scene suddenly they cut the barbed wire, and then they just magically heal. Like what?
Yeah.
No,
A lot of inconsistencies.
there's a whole trend of saving sea turtles, and then removing the barnacles from them. And so somebody made a joke, and it was an elephant with a bunch of barnacles, and people are just like scraping off of the barnacles, and then at the end you see them just tossing the elephant back to the ocean.
Wait, but aren't you not supposed to scrape barnacles off of the sea turtle?
It
Doesn't that
depends.
hurt
It
them?
depends. You need to remove them surgically. Like there are very good reasons to remove them. They're also like if done poorly, you could do more damage.
Yeah, because turtles they feel their shell.
Yeah.
They have like
Yeah.
nerve endings there.
Yeah. Holy shit,
Yeah.
man! Like our podcast eventually defaults to AI apocalypse. This is I noticed this trend.
Does
in
it?
Huh?
Does it?
You think so? Do we often talk about AI?
Yeah,
that much? You mention it every
we
once in
often
a while.
echo the
I
sentiment.
think we often enough we go down to the like societal problems. Like
That's true. We're turning slowly but surely turning into old men. All right. We've hit the
Now,
one.
I don't think we do. I don't think we do a lot of kids these days or anything like that, though.
We should dedicate an episode about the problems with children nowadays. I have a lot to say. Oh my goodness.
You think so?
really?
Yeah, like for example, I was super mad because when I was in Canada, straight up there was a kid that came up to me, and he spoke French, and then he was like, "Oh, est-ce que vous Mikey Chen?" I was a Mikey Chen is like a
What?
Mikey Chen is a food tuber, and he's a Canadian-born Asian man. Goes around to he would do mukbangs, right? Like, and he looks nothing like me. He's much older as well, and he's recently been found out to
Okay.
be a pedophile.
So I assume "Est-ce-que-vous Maki-chan" is supposed to mean "Are you Maki-chan?"
Yeah, yeah.
You know, for the people who don't
Are
speak
you-
French,
Oh, okay, fine, fine.
Are
yeah.
you Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan.
No, but I've been compared to like Asians, like these famous Asian figures 3 times. I've had in Portugal, I was compared to Jackie Chan. In Amsterdam, I was walking down the street, and a bunch of kids just started dancing Oppa Gangnam Style behind me, and
You don't look like either of those people.
I do not. And then the weirdest thing about the Amsterdam one is like I couldn't tell if they were being mean about it, because like if they're dancing and they're like singing Oppa Gangnam Style and all that stuff like in a joking way, you could tell they're making fun of you. But they were following me. I felt like that they were doing it on purpose, but they really put in the work to do the performance. Like, do you get what I mean? Like they're really they're working hard for the performance. Like they're trying to sing, and they even have music blasting. So I didn't know if I should be offended or not.
You should have joined them.
I should have. Holy shit, man! And then Mikey Chang was the last. It was the last straw. I was so annoyed. Like he even pulled out his
Did you
phone. Like
hit that child?
no, he even pulled out his phone. He showed me. I was like, bitch, look, you can tell. No, but yeah.
Could you though?
Did you tell him something, or did you try to explain that
No, I just say it's not
not
me.
every Asian person is Mikey Chen?
No, oh
You
man,
little racist shit.
I wanted to, but my French wasn't good enough, and that was a terrible day for me as well because walking home I was smoking a joint because you can smoke weed over there, and then one of my ashes landed on the bush next to me and
The
had these.
child.
I wish, but it was a bush with like a bunch of like white powdery stuff, and apparently it's a seed of a plant or something of a plant, and it just caught on fire. Holy shit! It was like a flash fire. But yeah, I was called Mikey Chang and almost set fire to a building.
Burned down a park.
Yeah.
And the high Jamie's running around like, oh my god, help me.
No, I was paranoid because I thought that the local police would have thought I was so upset that I decided to set things on fire. By the,
So you're an arsonist.
Man. All right. Well, it's been an hour mark. Should we end here because Bernard has a gaming date / nap.
Oh man,
How will you combine that?
it's rough. I guess I'll power through the gaming first, and then I'll go take a nap. But I don't know. Like I wanna move stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention that I got the keys for my new apartment.
Nice.
Oh, congrats.
So yeah.
I thought
I
you
really
already moved in.
No.
So that means I can come visit you.
Where are you staying now?
You can.
Yeah.
But I don't have any furnitures right now.
It's okay. I'll sleep on
We
the
can
ground.
visit you, not for the furniture.
I can use you as the furniture.
That is true.
Where are you going to sleep?
You may attempt. At some point, I would like to get a bed.
But that's optional.
No, I don't think that's optional. I think I would like to get a sofa bed for people who want to stay over, and then at some point an air mattress for extra people who want to stay over.
Oh, I think I know somebody who makes furnitures. I wonder who that is, huh?
I know, right? I wonder if they ship to Switzerland. Do they?
Maybe from a country that has a lot of nice wood. In the Baltics.
They probably do.
I don't know about you, but I got some nice wood you can work with.
Dan, are you ready for some room service?
I am.
No, so, I jokingly I told Dan
on the real though. Do you ship to Switzerland? Probably not.
I'm happy to ship, but we need to find out what would it cost.
The logistics, yeah.
Not make sense, like to be expensive.
If you're still if you're still down for the idea of oiling yourself up and then like just assembling the furniture like all wet and sweaty, like I can still make the TikTok for you.
Nice.
Do you think
you use it to train an AI model, and then it can just pump out videos like that all the time?
I mean, what's stopping people from doing that? I mean, I think there's a lot of people already paying for a lot of AI stuff, right?
Guess so, yeah. I already have a checkpoint for Dan because I was training Stable Diffusion to paint him, so I technically have the data, so I could just download the latest version, train it again, and see if it works.
Jimmy has a virtual Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
His disposal.
Man.
Didn't Jamie already have a virtual Dan since a long time ago already?
Yeah, I guess it was a long time ago. But no, that was for generating different angles of him so I can paint over and make him like the birthday thing posters. Right. Anyway, should we conclude here. So I'll catch you guys next week when I'm back.
I
In the
mean,
UK.
I heard you've been trying to conclude this since like 10 minutes ago,
yeah,
but
I
I
was
just keep
trying.
talking.
It's no worries. No worries. I have noticed though, like when I was in the UK, the recording quality is much better. I didn't know like a carpet makes that big of a difference because the room I stayed in has a carpet, and then the recording quality is night and day.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So when you go back, are you gonna go to be in London? Yeah.
No, it's a place called it's close to Cambridge. It's like kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, don't dox yourself. Don't dox yourself.
Oh yeah. But in any case, it's
I just mentioned London because it's big enough. Like, where in London? West Ends, East Ends.
Oh man. Right. Okay.
You know what I mean.
Will do. Yeah.
Bene.
So I guess that's it for this week. Goodbye, guys. That's it. Yeah. Anything
Goodbye,
else?
guys.
I'm
Thank you,
back in
everyone.
Switzerland. We have more time to game. I'll have more consistent weekends.
Yay.
Nice.
Everything's good.
Be nice. All right. Bye, guys.
Also, Battlefield 6 dropped, right?
Oh, didn't it already?
True.
Oh, was it beta back then? Because when we talked about it a couple weeks back,
It was open beta. That's not an invite to start another conversation. We can talk
Okay.
about it next time.
Mhm.
I'm just giving you the heads up.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.